What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody. I'm back again with another video, and this time we're going to be taking a look at our boy DSP's podcast from yesterday, where he made the big announcement. And our boy Phil was edging us for a couple days, trying to hype up this announcement. We thought it was going to be something critical, and it turned out to be a nothing burger. The most critical thing from this announcement was essentially how tone deaf the announcement was. God, just tone deaf completely. Our boy Phil just can never read a room. He just can't. He can't read a room. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll get into it. But let's take a look at this announcement of Phil, hyping this up. And we'll get into it because I got a lot to say here. It's pretty sad. So let's get into it.
I have an announcement. All right, this is the announcement. So I'm sure this will be clipped. I'm sure this will be shared all over the internet. I don't have to do it. That's why I guess that's one of the benefits of being someone who is so followed and even stalked on the internet, is that every word that you say, right, gets documented and gets spread everywhere. So luckily for me, I don't have to spread the word about this. Everyone else will do it for me. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's the announcement. All right. On Wednesday, as you know, I'm going to react to the Mr. Medicare documentary. My intention is to finish it. The documentary is around 90 minutes long, but as you know, when I react to these things, it can take a long time. So I'm reserving my entire first stream after the podcast for that. If I don't finish it, okay, then on the late stream, I'm going to finish it. So no matter what, on Wednesday, I'm reacting to the entirety of the Mr. Medicare documentary. All right. So what better time than this, all right, to announce this? Ladies and gentlemen, I am publicly, formally inviting Mr. Medicare to appear on the Level 1 podcast on Thursday of this coming week. Okay, that would be, let me give the date, the 19th of December. All right, as you know, when I have a guest on the show, it's around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So I would like to have him on this show as a guest. This is something that he has claimed he has always wanted to do, is just sit down with me and have a discussion for years and years. And he even said, remember a couple years ago, I said I wanted an interview. He wanted to be the person to interview me, and I turned it down. All right, well, now I'm making this publicly known. I'm going to learn all about him on Wednesday by watching his documentary and reacting to it. Personally, I don't know anything about him. I don't. I really don't know, besides what people have told me, hearsay. Well, I'm going to learn it firsthand by watching this documentary on Wednesday, okay? I'm doing the whole thing. No matter what, we're finishing it. So then on Thursday morning, I'm officially inviting him to this show as a guest to have a chat, okay? Now, the ball's in his court. It's totally up to him if he shows up or not. I'm a public dude. He can DM me on Twitter or, whatever, email me. He can do whatever he wants. I have easily accessible ways to contact me about making this happen. Obviously, whether it's on Discord, whatever works for him, I'm okay. We'll figure it out. But he has to contact me so we can work it out and we can schedule it and get it working. I mean, scheduling, it would be Thursday morning, December 19th, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. But we have to figure out what's the means that work for him the best. He's officially invited to the show. Positive vibes. This is not, negative toxic session or anything like that. All right. I'm opening the door here and we'll see what happens. Funny part is I literally don't have to talk about this again because people will share this with him, I'm sure, in droves. All right. So let's see what happens. This is my Christmas gift to the internet because people have told me for years and years and years that this is what they want. They want this conversation to happen. Okay. Well, I'm making it possible. I can't make it happen. That's on him, but I'm making it possible. Okay. And before a bunch of fucking brain dead, mouth drooling, mentally stunted morons say something, he's already streamed multiple times. He's already done stuff. He's up to it. It's just a matter of now he has the invite. Okay. So it's the ball's in his court. And if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do it. And that's okay. I'm not going to be upset about it, but I'm just making it known that I'm open to it. I'm going to have just watched his documentary the day before. What better time would there be?
All right, you need to shut up, Phil, because you're annoying the fuck out of me. Where do I start? Well, the first thing I want to start is Phil, read the fucking room, bro. Read the room. Your chat is literally spamming you, letting you know that this man, Mr. Medicare, is dying of cancer. He is. If you don't know who Medicare is, he has cancer. He's been battling cancer for quite some time. And a couple months ago, he announced that he was actually going into hospice care, which is kind of end stage. It's where you go for pain management during the last stages of your life, right? And it's pretty painful. It's not anything fun. It can be severely difficult for someone to go through hospice. I've been through it with loved ones, and it's not a pleasant sight. Typically, you're on medicine, you're heavily sedated. Sometimes you can't go to the bathroom. I mean, it's tough. I don't want to get too graphic, but it's not a pleasant sight. So Phil decides, because his career is rock bottom again. He is a nobody, and he's always been a nobody. And of course, he spent all of his money that he received in the last 3 months from the Kino Casino brothers. He decides, hey, why not? I'm the shit. People love me. I have clout. Let me put the invitation out there to Mr. Medicare, and I'm going to allow him the opportunity to come to my stream and come hang out with me. Bro, you barely get 200 viewers, bro. You barely get 200 views on a video. No one cares who you are, Phil. This is one of the most tone-deaf announcements I've heard in so long. And leave it to Phil. Leave it to Phil to be this tone-deaf and not read the fucking room. And it's funny because even his own chat was literally saying in the stream, dude, he is like close to death's door. Like, yeah, you don't know shit about him because you don't care about anyone. You just care about yourself. If you would actually do a little bit of research before you open your mouth, you would find that he doesn't have much time to clout Phil. We're talking literally maybe weeks or a month. And do you really think he gives a shit about hanging out with Darkside Phil? Does he really want to hang out with you and talk to you? You are the farthest thing on his mind, bro. He's probably with friends and family trying to reconcile his life and leave shit in order so that when he passes away, you know, it makes it easier on his loved ones. But apparently you don't understand that, Phil, because you have no one in your life. You have no one to care for. You have no friends. You rarely have any family. Your wife is a fucking roommate that when the moment you pass away, she's just going to move on to someone else. No one cares about you, Phil. And that's the honest truth. And I'm not trying to be cruel, Phil, because that sucks. But that's because of that's due to your making. That's due to on your part of being a shut-in and just being so greedy for money. And you cut everyone out of your life that doesn't meet your schedule. So again, Phil, this is your making and your fault. That announcement was just despicable. And I'm not a big Medicare fan. He's okay. I really didn't follow his stuff or whatever. But even I can look at that and say, dude, that the guy just wants to be left alone. He just wants to chill and relax. He wants to enjoy the last few moments that he has in this world with friends and family. And if he wants to stream every once in a while, okay, he probably wants to kick it with his friends on stream, people that he's known and talked to for many years. He doesn't want to talk to you fucking gout-ridden PigRoach. Like, really, bro, this is disgusting. Like, it really is. And I know I mock and I clown Phil seriously, but every so often I make a video where literally what he does is just disgusting. And I'm not going to joke here. I'm just going to call him out for just being the idiot he is. Like, you should come on today straight up on your podcast and apologize. You should say that what you did was not in good taste. You should have thought about that. And bro, if you can't get a hold of him on DMs, aren't you the fucking idiot who shits on LTG, Boogie, Review Tech USA because they handle business online? Like, they talk to you about streams and shit like that via Twitter posts and not in secret. They don't reach out to him in DMs, in your DMs or your email. Don't you bitch and complain when people do that? And here you go, because you can't get a hold of him, and that's probably done for a reason. Just because you can't get a hold of him, you want to clout chase this guy that's dying of cancer, who's in hospice, who's probably taking God knows how many pain pills just to get through the day, just so that his last moments on this earth won't be just filled with pain. You want to clout chase him one more time because you think that's going to bring you views and it's going to bring you clout? Bro, you're disgusting. You're fucking disgusting, Phil. You really need to check yourself. You are so self-centered. Like, it's the audacity of this man. And I'm not taking Medical's side because I don't like Phil. No, it could have been anybody. He could have made this announcement about, like say, Tipster. I can't stand Tipster. He could have made this announcement about Tipster. And let's say Tipster was dealing with cancer and he was in hospice and all that. I would say the same exact goddamn thing. Like, you're not that important, Phil. You are not. In the grand scheme of things, in the cosmos, you are less than a speck. You are, Phil. And I don't know why you don't see that. Like, it's straight up just delusions of grandeur. Just straight up. Disgusting, bro. You need to come on today, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is a fucking apology. And not to your viewers, and not to your fans, and not one of these fuckers, I'm sorry, but just say, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I understand that he is suffering. He's dealing with a lot of serious shit, and I'm the last thing on his mind, and I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry, and just leave it at that. That's what you need to do, Phil. Because this shit, nah, bro, this isn't cutting it, man. You are fucking disgusting. Trying to clout chase a dying man, bro. Ain't that something? Anyway, that's the video, folks. That was the announcement. It was essentially just 5 minutes of, yeah, Medicare, I'm gonna allow you to come on my stream. I know you're dying, but maybe you might want to put your dying away for about an hour and come chill with the Gout Boy over here and help me get some tips. God, low, man, low, Phil. You are lowest of the low. Like, you will literally, like, not saying I wish this on his parents. Not saying I wish his parents live a long time. But the day something happens to them, he's gonna clout chase his parents' potential passing for fucking money. That's how greedy and scummy this man is. And I really hope the people in his chat that see this call him out. Those Darziak and those other dents that have Phil's ear. I hope they reach out to him and say, "Yo, man, this was pretty bad, man. You really need to step back and apologize because you look fucking terrible." Anyway, folks, that's all I have to that. It's just beyond despicable. And his chat was on fire. Like, the chat was not playing. Like, the kick chat especially, they were just like, dude, this guy is dying. What the F, bro? Like, really, come on. Like, they couldn't understand it. Like, they were literally confused. Anyway, Phil, do the right thing. Apologize and don't do this shit again. This is like you running ads when T died. And you were trying to get sympathy bucks off of T, and who else? Who else in the fighting game circle that passed away that you tried to monetize? God, man, just a greedy PigRoach. All he cares about is just money and himself, man. Do better, Phil. Peace out.